So hello, starting new session, new video. Today is 6th of May. It's a few days as I have passed the account, and as it is a trial account, it needs some time more finalize. Let's see. For this account to end, should cross 12 May, which is still 6 days next Tuesday. That's it. So I actually bought a Funding Pips 10K challenge. It was about $48 after using the code. You can say it's a real account, real demo account. FTMO was a trial account, and this is a real demo account. You know how prop firms work. So, but I don't know what the leverage here is. It's showing variable leverage, which I kind of don't understand the way it works. As I'm using FTSE, so the indices has 1 is to 20 leverage. It has no commission. It has 1 is to 20 leverage. I don't understand. And there's also dynamic leverage here. I don't understand this actually. It's confusing. So how can leverage be dynamic? How would I even grasp what leverage I just by looking at the lots I've used? The first 0.05 lots of any position, which is 150 leverage. Which means if I keep adding lots, the leverage will decrease. So now if I use 0.05, it will be 1 is to 50. If I add more 0.05, then the leverage will decrease. This does not make sense. Why would it do that? Today I am so the same account that I bought from Funding Pips. I have logged in here, this one, and I will see how it works. This is the first time I'm using Funding Pips. I used to do only FTMO. It's the first time I'm using Funding Pips, and let's see how it works. Variable leverage, but the spread is way better than yeah. FTMO used to have at least $1 at least, but here it's 0.018, 0.29. This is really if we see it's just about 0.60, which is less than $1. It's a really good spread, but it's a variable spread, so don't know what. I used to use 5 lots in FTMO account, swing account, which had 1 is to 30 leverage. As today I'm just looking how it works. I won't be aggressively adding, taking profit really soon or anything. I'll just look how it works. And also I want to see how the dashboard of Funding Pips shows its equity balance and today is that exploring more. Almost 2 minutes left to start. Let's see. Today is Wednesday, so Tom Trader won't be here. His friend is here on the live.
Or so go till here and
And he
don't
will
need
probably
put that
only
on.
trade German
See how it
X,
works, right?
not so
Roughly
let's
50
see.
points. This might expand. Also definitely expand. Puts a short order in. We will adjust that accordingly. No stress. So look, we're coming up a little higher already. See? I just adjust here peacefully. No problem. 35 seconds. Okay. 5 more seconds. 3, 2, 1. And we are open. Wow! Okay, what we need to be aware of is that we often see, or I often have noticed that the first move is violently peaking above the overnight range to only then retract. I have preset a target of 45 points. So I hope that we get there. Running some stops here. A good mechanical system is risking 40, taking profit at 20. That often enough works. And when I say that, that is just me forward testing that. Okay. $20 points were on the table at most. I will reduce my my risk. Let's see if we get a retest of the high. Roughly 2020. Because this bar here is deflating. And I don't want to start off with a 60-point loss. Stopped out. Minus 20. No worries. So, I did that because I've seen that so often. Yeah, that first some stops are run here, grabbing liquidity, whatever you call that, just peaks out over the overnight range a little bit, and then often enough deflates. Seems like bulls are keeping the upper hand. Anyway, so let's look at the FTSE. FTSE is printing a first bar positive so far. If that closes at its high, I will buy the FTSE. Why? Because we're in a ginormous gap up situation that is looks to me very bullish. Yeah. So moving stop loss up was the wrong decision in the DAX. DAX is also strong. Yeah, well. Okay, stand by for a long position in the FTSE. Buying the FTSE here. At 10,349, I use a stop of 25 points. Shall we just put it at the low and risk 26.3 points? Let's be precise, 0.8. So I will try to. Sorry, I know some efficient Windows users, they know shortcuts for that. So what I haven't done is, the problem with this is I can't switch the time frame. Look at that chart here. There seems to be some sort of physical gap. And then here is some overhead resistance. So I believe if we target somewhere around here for a, I don't know, 1-to-1, that might be reasonable. I usually, or shall we also buy the DAX? Buy on close. Let's wait rather. Let's not get overexposed into connected markets. Is it always in long buy for any reason? FTSE deflating. Could be still long from the espresso. I'm a little bit... Doesn't sit well with me. Next time I say let's also buy the DAX, just press the button, Andy. Just press buy. Always in long. How more bullish can it be? Yeah. FTSE is 10 points in profit, taking half profits, moving stop loss to break even. Should have paid for the small loss earlier. Man, I'm a little bit mad about that DAX. Oh, yeah. No pressure, Tom seems to be watching. And by the way, I probably also should post the link. Apologies for that YouTube Studios thing. Close to target in the FTSE. So come on, FTSE. You can do it. We won 26.3. Go on, 26.2, yes. Okay. So I put the target there where most of the candle bodies here at that area of resistance are roughly. And also I felt like I have a 26 point stop loss, so one on one. Yeah. Can that go higher? Of course, that can go higher. Yeah. But the FTSE also has the tendency to retrace its steps and then go on. But look at that. That is really, that's a strong, strong push. So I'm done in the FTSE. That means I can focus now on the DAX. Still mad to have moved stop loss up in the espresso, and we would still be long. And this first 5 minute bar was a to me was a buy on close, because we closed above everything, right? Remember this year. So we closed above all the previous levels here. Why was I hesitant? Well, probably just because I was long in the FTSE, and those two indices are correlated, and that can be a form of overexposure, right? But on the other hand, if you get a strong signal like that, maybe you have the chance to buy a retracement now. Aggressive school run coming up in 4 minutes. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, people are writing me now. Not as many, I suppose, as to Tom. So
Profit here. See, I need this is the setup that most of the time what it does is first bar positive. Actually, the core setup says that if this price go up the first bar, then we have to sell here. But as it has already quite quite a few points, about 30 points, so there is uh, no much not much probability that this will come down. It has done that few times before, but probability is really low. So most of the time, what it does when this kind of pattern appears, as per my experience, is this is the first bar. It went up. Now it will retrace, and we will buy it. That is what we will do. Probably I buy 25 gave 70 judge. Uh, there will want to know is when tips change or what lot what lots should I use to get my $20? So what it's saying is what this is not okay, let's do a name and just a layman. Just a layman calculation. Where's my video? So if I put 25 points, it gives 17. So 25 divided by 7 is $1.4 per 0.6, 0.7 is 0.7 per point. What I need is this gives $0.7 per point. What I need is $120 is 6. Really bad at math. I just 96 gives 0.7. I divide 6 if I do 4, 0.05, 0.42, I guess. So I need to do 0.4. What is buying here? 0.5, 6, 1. Here I can get feel just 2 point. Oh, did I get the no, forgot. Ah, oh no. 0.1, 0. Now 0.1 is giving 25 here. 0. This is so confusing. This leverage thing is so confusing. This right? With bonkers. 0.5. We just change this one. And now 25 points change is now it's 33. What? Now I understand why 46 is so much money. This the leverage is not linear. It's so skewed. Leverage is so skewed. Leverage is really skewed. So when I reach the leverage should have been lower. Why is it higher? Okay, 0.2, right? 0.2. Leverage should have been lower, not higher. Maybe this is higher, right? Maybe this is higher. More you put on the higher leverage gains, I guess. 14 points giving this Thomas loss of 14 points is giving what is not expected. $2 per point. 0.2.
Obviously, but I'm no rush. If I get a fill here on the aggressive school run, then I sacrifice a couple of points for, let's call it, more confirmation. Okay, so 38.2% retracement so far. Aggressive school run has triggered a short signal. I will ignore that. Um, okay, the polarity change. Buy for any reason, huh? Maybe at one point I should do that. Yeah, well, we might get a fill. Now I have to hit the right button, right? So. Okay. The Battle of Bulls and Bears. Almost got filled. Problem that I have is that the second 15-minute bar is an inside bar, the first 15-minute bar, and that sometimes means that in the school run context, trading the ante is a good idea. But I rather want to be long. So looks like if in the next 3 minutes, 3.5 minutes, we don't get a fill here on that order, then that order will transform magically into the buy order of the standard school run.
Order filled.
Well, but we are long ducks now. All right. So press the right button. Okay. Do I need a bigger stop loss? I will probably need a bigger stop loss. So is that correct? Index bought long 24,713, stop loss 24,632.9. Okay. And now you see that for the benefit of being 2 points ahead potentially, um, he already entered on the aggressive school run.
So I just got a message from funding trips giving me advices on what the rules and objectives are. So let's go through the rules. Solve two-step evaluation in terms of rules. Discipline, consistency, trading behavior, previous profit target. Let's see. Phase one. The student phase is to test your trading skill while defining yourself as a trader. This must receive a profit target of 8 or 10. Mine is 10. Because in 10% it gives more discount. I got a 6% $6 discount. That's why I took 10. It's almost similar. Without breaching any rules and have a minimum 3 days trading days, 3 days. Let's see what it says. 5% maximum daily loss. Trader is allowed to lose every day. For the purpose of this rule, the higher value between equity and balance will be used. This rule is said 5% of the starting equity or balance every day. Yeah, I saw that it resets like this is one this every day it resets. Okay, yeah. Okay, 10%, yeah, it's same as FDM, 10%, I guess. But one change is that it's not on fixed equity, it's on trading equity. See how this is a bit worse than FTM. What I understand from this is if let's say you started from 10k, right? If you started from 10k and you reached somehow on 10,500, let's say, now your maximum loss limit, or you can say 5%, even if 5%, what is 5% of 10,500? 5 now you can only lose 525. Is that true? You can lose 525. Yeah, that's what it is. So initially it was 10k, right? So you could lose up to 9500 in FTM. But even if you went up to 10,500, you can again come back to 9,500 and not lose anything. But in funding tips, now this becomes 9,975. See, there is no breathing room once, even if you win. Which means when you go up, and this is equity, not even balance. This is equity. So you have to make sure that stop loss are in place. uh, The stop loss are trailing. You have to put a trailing stop loss as well. So that is what you need to do. So going to the edge, you could go to the edge in FTMO, but in funding tips, you cannot go to the edge. So being too much aggressive here is not. a way you can say that this one is better to teach a trade to be more disciplined. If discipline is not available in your dictionary, this school is not for you. Let's see all the rules. On this evaluation, you are not allowed to share more trade during user and over the weekend. Even in evaluation, I am not allowed to hold it. What? That's not right. You will back to the- So currently it's 8:40 and so restricted is at 1. Anyways, let's see on the one. During the funded, you are allowed to hold trade during news and over the weekend. Profit from trades that are opened and closed 5 minutes prior to and after high impact news will not be counted unless the trade was executed 5 hours prior. What expected for news event. To help spectators while preventing gamblers, trades that are open by control, excluded and allowed to close within the prohibited time to the profits of these trades income trading. So you cannot use export advisor. Toxic trading flow. Toxic trading is defined as a reckless risk trading impulsive behavior and a disregard of fundamental this almost in break even level cost. The threat of toxic trading jeopardizes not only individual trader account but also stability of proprietary trade. Still shed light on toxic trading, define its various manifestations and supporting vigilance. What? This does not make sense. Variety of behavior and practices with some common characteristics, including excessive risk spreading, alpha, maximum lot exposure limit per account size. In 25K, I can only do 10 lots. There is no limit applied on 5 and 10K. If the trades are closed, you are not allowed to open new trades. What? If trades are closed, you are not allowed to open new trades on same day. The maximum lot exposure limit is only for open trades. It's not until. Okay. If you exceed this limit, all the profits from the trade that were opened and were above the limit will be deducted. Okay, the account won't be deducted, right? Only the profits will be deducted. In every in the event a reduction result in breach of the daily loss limit. What is this? The second time will result in closure of account. Okay. The second time there will be darkness. Profit deduction and 30% commission was performance commission. Plus all profit from trade that will open when above the limit will be deducted. So basically what it's saying is don't go in the limit. Don't go in the edge. Right? That's it. Gambling behavior, your biggest loss will not exceed is on us. Overtrading, continuously entering, exiting, strategy resulting in fitness, profitability, and high frequency tick scalp, latency arbitrage. What is it? Poor money management, inadequate fund. Traders who frequently encounter margin calls due to inadequate funds or risky position made. Reverse trading behavior which includes risking the full daily loss on one trade. Same thing. Don't use big size. Oh, sign and behavior which includes risking the full daily loss on one trade, which often indicate reverse trading between different forms. Traders suspected of engaging in such behavior may be subjected to various restrictions. Thinking, I am thinking of taking profit in one of my account, one of my positions. Why? Because no. Let's see. I'll put it here, right? Uh, if it takes it, then good. If it does not take it, then also good, right? This one I will take it to the moon, and this one is the choice of market. If market wants to give me 20 right now, give me 20. If it does not want to give me 20 right now, give while I'll put the profit target quite high for this one. Most of the time, what happens after this is it goes so much up, so much high that you can't even comprehend how much high it can get. See, speaking of right, if it goes above this one, then that's probably going to stop it here. It was 68 points, right? And we get about 200, right? 450. So you never know. This might even get here 890. Who knows? Or maybe even 1,000. Will it even give it 1,000? I'll just put it here for fun and giggle. Fun and giggle. It's probably may or may not happen. Never may as well take my stop loss and then go have bad experiences like that. Anyways, let's see other leverage. For leverage, it's 1 is 20. Leverage that will be applied on all accounts on two-step model is indices is 1 is to 20. Says 1 is to 20, but one lot does not make sense. Once evaluation program is purchased, the trader will receive your idea. What does it mean? It is constantly looking for skillful traders to grow with the long run. Trader cannot use signal bots, trade management services, reward cycle. $3 per character. Oh, what is this? We provide monthly bonuses once you reach the hot seat based on initial account size. What is after 16 rewards, we total profit of after 16 rewards. Okay, 16 rewards. 40%. Less than executive status offers. Activity. You are free to travel and access a particular even using the same IP address is not necessary. However, for the integrity of our platform, we do monitor IP activity to ensure that any changes follow a consistent and realistic pattern. If our team detects an unrealistic change in your IP activity, they may reach out for your verification process. In such cases, you may be asked to provide supporting documentation to confirm your location. Plane ticket, boarding pass, passport stamp, live video demonstrating your presence and team location. This verification process is designed to safeguard your account and ensure that only authorized individuals. The rules are not so daunting. The rules are, I would say, not so bad. So, first trade started. Let's see what funding tips has to offer. Let's see what I can take out funding tips. I don't even know if they give them.
Not measure the next swing, the next leg. So if this leg is that high, then the next one that high. And we're getting pretty close to that. So there was the trend definitely accelerating, and I'm out. But I'm okay with that. I was a little bit wary because of my early entry and also about the inside bar situation here. Also, how rare is that you have a trend yesterday and then a next day set up to be a trend day as well? Interesting. So DAX now at a, yeah, I remembered correctly. 17th of April high. So definitely a candidate for a double top, or at least a retracement. And after that, the way is free to this physical gap close, physical gap on my chart. I don't know how, if there is no data or what my broker is showing me here. And otherwise, or definitely 25,000 is on the table again. And then, well, might as well attack all-time highs, right? So that might be the story for the next couple days. But this market is very news driven, you know. A lot can change by a simple orange tweet, if you know what I mean. Anyway, I've been streaming about for an hour and 10 minutes. Believe we got a little bit out of this session. I wasn't overly aggressive, took half profits and worked with targets. But I believe that was okay. I always have to see how you feel yourself. I particularly didn't sleep well last night, so have to listen to my body. Not be too aggressive then. All right. Again, it was a pleasure trading with you guys. Thank you very much for tuning in. Karaoke Andy out.
Oh, can I this equity right? This decrease? I don't know how this works. How do I know how much maximum equity it has reached? Just based on this, or is there any other? Maximum allowed daily loss. Remain. thought of this song. Let me show you one app developed by Robert Kiyosaki. It's a game. It's good for time pass. Also, sometimes teach you the name. Let's start by let's see what there are. It's a cash flow game and it teach you how to get out of the rat race into your dream. This one, the circular one is drag the rat race, and this one is the dream, what to achieve, or the bigger purpose in life away from the rat race. This one is mine. You can see choose any dream. Let's so now this is income expense. You can see it's like trial balance or what can financial statement of your as a person. You have income, you have expenses, assets, you have liabilities, right? And you are given opportunities every time. There are these green ones are opportunities. This one is lessons. This one is salary rate, which is for me currently it's around 3300, right? And I am teacher. I have a salary. I have expenses. I have credit card loans, debts, nothing else. Now what we have to do is we have to build our assets and we have to increase our bidding. So let's be small for now. And there is one opportunity that's it. There is a house for sale and no one has lived for 6 months and it's not foreclosed house and you don't have to pay it down. No down pay required. Down payment the cost is 50,000. No down payment cash price. Ocean. We have to buy. Next, next opportunity we had to buy that vessel. Needed no money and get 100 cash. We roll again and we go for a small again. And this one is this stock market. Here lowest price is 10, highest price is 14, currently is 20. Past that, let's see other. And this one is unfortunate events like COVID-19 and layoffs. Similar to that. Let's see, small because we have no money, right? Small opportunities that might come in very big at the high start a company. Let's see the down pay 5,000, cash flow 160. That's fine. Oh, what's happening, man? Yeah, let's repeat it. That's bond, government bond. Down pay 4,000, cash flow 200. Uh, it's about question return. It's escape. Let's see again. Wait. what is our goal in here? Is our goal is to get out of the rat race, and how do we get out of rat race? Is we have more payday, more cash flow than our income. For example, here this is total income, total expense. We have payday, right? As we have 2400 expense, we have more passive income than 2400. That is how we get out of rat race. That is how it would happen to work. Get more interesting. Pure financial free. Now it's at almost at bottom. So I'm buying again 5000. I'm selling it because friend needs gas. This one is the best one. I paid 2000, I get gas 25 to 50. This is more than 2%. Okay? With 30%. 50. Okay, 2000 again. I'm not using all of my money. But I hope it's like this. It's like this. This is 11. Okay, sell all that amount. This. I feel like it's gonna keep on paying down first. And it's in resistance. Big resistance. Thinking it's this one. Because it might keep it down. There will be bias here. I will put this here because we're 20 right. 20. First case is 32. 30, 32. Worst case. Best case. Best case is here 8. 20. Anything can happen. I have seen it go all the way up. So I'll just wait this meeting. Now get big because we have money. Again, again. I'm out of the rat race. See, it's really easy in this game to get out of the rat race. But at first I couldn't get out of the rat race. Now it's easy for me because I know the game. I think I have to do this in part. Close the recording now. I will probably close one few hours and let another one run. Let's see how much it runs. If it goes above, then that's good. Then we do, right? Anyways, I might close this one earlier than this. But after I close them, I will make one second part video, just like before. And let's see, closing first now.